Hello everyone, this is Market Daily where I bring you the latest in trends and money. As Biden took office and his administration is keen on fighting climate change, I think the best theme to invest in the year 2021 is renewable energy. Today I'm going to discuss GEVO, ticker GEVO, a company that makes eco-friendly and cheaper fuel from agriculture. So now I need to remind you that GEVO uses a technology that won Francis Arnold, the co-founder, a Nobel Prize in chemistry in 2018, and he was just named Joe Biden's head of science team. The technology that turns cornstarch into isobutanol, which can then be converted to jet fuel for sustainable aviation fuel, gasoline, and biodiesel. In this process, they convert the sugar into biofuel and create high-protein animal feed, which is largely fed to cows as a byproduct. And interestingly, the low-carb feed reduces methane production from cattle, and the resulting cow patties can be used to fertilize the soil for the next crop. So it's like full, brilliant, complete cycle where nothing goes to waste. And by using photosynthesis to drive the creation of their sugar, the fuel that GEVO produces is strong carbon negative and then subsequently becomes carbon neutral once burned. Therefore, the company can make a lot of money selling carbon tax incentive to transportation businesses, just like the way Tesla is making $1.5 billion last year. Some of these credits include low carbon fuel standard, which is a rule enacted to reduce carbon intensity in transportation fuels as compared to conventional petroleum fuels such as gasoline and diesel. And renewable fuel standards credit, these credits falls outside of their contracts. Lastly, all the fuel required to power GEVO plants is harvested through wind and sustainable, which is produced on site. And now I'm going to discuss the reasons why I think GEVO is an attractive long-term play. Firstly, Delta is to spend $1 billion over the next 10 years towards the goal of becoming a first major carbon neutral airline. In December 2020, Delta entered into a long-term off-take agreement to purchase 10 million gallons of sustainable aviation fuel annually from GEVO and is promising further announcements this coming year. Secondly, Bill Gates understands the importance of biofuel, and Gates encourages the use of all solutions to combat climate change. Always keep in sight the economic underlying the decisions now and in the future. Naturally, Bill Gates is such a catalyst for growth for GEVO. Thirdly, the company is working with Citibank to fund the new facility, which requires them to pay 30% or 70% debt for the project, which is expected to cost about $800 million. They need to pay around $240 million per plant. And the company has enough money on hand to pay their contribution for Net Zero 1 and Net Zero 2 plants. And it was confirmed that funding through Citi has been approved. Lastly, renewable gasoline could be an enormous market for GEVO and other biofuel manufacturers as the drumbeat of low carbon fuel and gasoline blend stock become more pronounced. Fuel-powered cars company are also taking in this eco-friendly approach. With the EV market quickly growing, they will need to compete, perhaps by adjusting their motors in order to take in and efficiently use renewable gasoline. With companies like Ford and Nissan struggling in 2020, the shift to biofuels mirrors the airline shift. As the world is changing, people are realizing and accepting the damages that CO2 have done to Earth. Soon, governments will force them to find alternatives in order to reduce greenhouse gases and pollution. On top of that, the market for these fuels is attracting more and more investors. I personally see it as a win-win for everyone: investors, companies, and Earth. So I predict a major shift in the field industry as we attempt to find solutions for reducing pollution. Let's take a look at this share price. It closed today at $12.35. In January 2021, Gevo price share dropped around 20% from $11 to $8.3 due to new share issuance. However, it bounced back to even higher than the previous price, hitting $13.50 at some point. Now it is clear that the market is welcoming Gevo with an open arm, and the trading volume is around 28.9 million shares daily, which is massive. So if you want to hold it long term, now might be a good time to take some position in the stock. And if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe for more. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Bye bye for now.